Parents, this is Darren Bird, principal at Forest Acres. We are so glad that your child is going to be joining us this year, either in face to face or virtually. But we have a great school, and with this presentation, this is just an introduction. We do this for kindergarten, but it's also good for any new family to Forest Acres, so you can just see what we are about and get an introduction to our staff and more things about the building. And we are very glad again that you are joining us this year. And if you have any questions following this presentation, you can call the school or you can shoot me an email, and we are here to help you. Again, thank you so much for selecting Forest Acres for your child's education.
Welcome to Forest Acres. This is a virtual tour for orienting our new families and our kindergarten friends to our Forest Acres family. Here's a snapshot of our front office. This is the main entrance to our building for parents and guests. Over to the right here, you have this awning, which will be the main entrance to the building for students. Here's a glimpse of our drop-off. Parents will work their way around our new loop, driving up to the front where students will exit cars and enter the building at that drop-off point. This is the only area that students should be dropped off. This will be, again, the main entrance to the building for students in the mornings and during dismissal time. This is where they will exit. As we're approaching the double doors here where students will enter in the morning, I just want to share some facts about our school's history. Forest Acres was established in 1966. Our school has been known for a tradition of excellence, which is the first thing that you see upon entering our building. We have our palmetto gold and silver banners hanging with pride, which represents the years of academic excellence that our school, faculty, students have been able to maintain in the Easley community. Over to the right here, just allowing you to see a peek of our cafeteria. This is where our kindergarten students will eat lunch. Here's a glimpse of this area. As we head back out into the foyer of the school, again, the main entrance here where students entered, there will be an adult here on duty to help students navigate in the building. But one key point, especially for our kindergarten friends, that we want to highlight is this panda. We like to remind students that if you're a kindergarten friend, once you enter the building, this is a new big place for them, they would enter and turn left here at the panda. So it says they're kindergarten. So that's a good tip for parents and families to help students remember that they're going to turn at the panda. And they're going to head down this hall. Again, we do value adult supervision at all times. So there will be a person at the panda to point them in this direction. And there will be another adult at this end cap here to direct students to right or left depending on their kindergarten class. So directly in front of me here, this door actually is a K4 classroom. Miss Bradford and Miss Hilly's K4 classroom. Her friends will enter there for the AM group. Next door to her is Miss Benjamin and Miss Bennett. And we do have down to the right Miss Landreth and Miss Bain's classroom. So those are two kindergarten classrooms, and again the K4 classes here that are to the right. And if we head down, students are turning left at that point. We do have 3 other kindergarten classrooms that are down this way. Over to the right here, we're approaching Miss Ushery and Miss White's classroom right here. And then we also have directly in front of us, that's labeled, Miss Pollard and Miss Breton's classes on the right, and Miss McCoy and Miss Pace's classes on the left. So we head back to that point where students turn as they came from the panda. We are passing by speech classroom. We have a sensory room here for students, as well as an ESOL teacher that is housed on this hall. Again, we just wanted to give you a glimpse of our building and welcome you again to Forest Acres.
Welcome again to Forest Acres. My name is Kayla Landreth, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers here at Forest Acres. It is my pleasure to welcome you and your child to kindergarten. Kindergarten is a wonderful year full of learning and fun. You will be amazed as you watch your child bloom as a friend, reader, writer, mathematician, scientist, thinker, and so much more. I can speak for all of Forest Acres kindergarten teachers when I say that we are so excited about and looking forward to working with you and your child this school year. In kindergarten, we focus on language development, letter identification, letter sounds, sight words, and growing our students into readers by providing rich literacy experiences each day. We also develop math skills using various active learning opportunities. We provide opportunities for investigation, exploration, and discovery in all subject areas, especially in social studies and science. We promote creative expression in our classrooms. We foster positive interactions with others and encourage the development of important social skills in our students. And above all, we work hard to develop a love of learning in each of our students. Communication is key with our parents in kindergarten. Our Forest Acres kindergarten teachers want to stay in touch with the parents of our students. Each kindergarten teacher will give parents information about the type of communication they plan to use to stay in touch this school year at the beginning of the school year. Your child's teacher will need to be able to communicate with you through the email address and the phone numbers that you provide to us at the beginning of the school year. It is very important to let your child's teacher know if there are any changes to your email or phone number throughout the school year. Please provide an email address that you plan to check frequently during the school year. Your child will receive a folder, or in some classrooms it may be a folder within a notebook called a school to home folder or notebook. This is very important because it is how the teachers will send important items home to you from school. Please take just a few minutes each day to check that folder for any items that may need to be taken out and kept at home, or any correspondence that may need to be returned to school. This folder or notebook should be brought back in your child's backpack each day. And please make sure that anything the teacher needs to see is inside that folder or notebook. Sometimes things can get dropped into the book bags and we may not have a chance to see those. It's also helpful to let your child know when you're sending something to their teacher, and then they can let us know when they get to school. All kindergarten teachers will also send home a weekly newsletter detailing important information that parents need to know. Please take time to read this each week. It is a great way to stay up to date on what we are learning in our classrooms. It will also give you a peek and an opportunity to know about important upcoming dates in our classrooms, but also in our school as well. In kindergarten, please make sure that you label anything that you send to school with your child's name so that we'll know who it belongs to. If you're sending money to school, please always put any money, check, or cash in a sealed envelope labeled with your child's name and what the money is for. And then please put that envelope in that folder that we discussed earlier. That way we'll be sure to see it. Please be sure to send your child in comfortable clothing to school that they can manage themselves, especially when they need to use the restroom. You can also send in a change of clothes in a Ziploc bag in case there's an accident during the day in your child's book bag. So we'll have that. Dismissal. Teachers must receive a note if your child is going to change the way they're going home in the afternoon from the usual way they go home each day. Please make sure the note about the dismissal change is in their folder, not down in their book bag. If you are unable to send a note in the morning, please call the front office so they can inform the teacher of the change. You can visit sdpcnutrition.com for information about student lunch at school. You can find menus for lunch, the prices. You can check your child's lunch account balance and add money to their account. You can apply for meal benefits and many other things on that website. If you do send money for your child's lunch account, please put that money in a sealed envelope, label it with the child's name, the amount of money, and the teacher's name, and then put that envelope in the school to home folder so we can be sure to get that to the cafeteria. Children may bring their lunch from home. Please do not send items that need to be heated or refrigerated. Toys in our classrooms, please have students keep all toys and games at home. They're safest there and they won't get lost there. We hope to have special show and tell days announced throughout the school year. Before the school year begins, help your child practice the following: saying his or her first and last name, saying his or her teacher's name, taking care of basic needs like using the restroom independently, using a tissue to wipe and blow their nose independently, washing their hands independently, and even using hand sanitizer independently. We, of course, will talk about those things at school as well, but it's great to practice those even before coming to school. And finally, writing his or her first name independently.